Welcome guys, and today I'm going to show you how to calibrate your gun stock in Ghosts of Tabor VR. So a lot of people online are saying this is bugged and it is a bit temperamental and finicky, but I do actually think I can get it working and show you how to do it as well. So if you've got a gun stock like this or any other one and you pick a gun up, just click that in. As you can see where I am on my webcam, that's actually where the gun is in real life. That's pretty accurate. My hand's right here, obviously. But of course I'm hip firing, so it's actually not bad hip firing, even with a gun stock. Like, it's a lot easier because you can just be like, do. But obviously, we want to be able to aim down the sights. And if I try and do that now, I'm going to be smacking myself in the head. So that's not ideal. So, luckily, Ghost of Tabor does have a calibration that they added. Now, again, it is a bit buggy, but I'll show you ways around it and how I've got this to work. So, go into settings firstly. If you're using virtual gun stock at the moment, maybe if you've already played the game, you've tried that, turn that off because that will mess everything up. Use physical gun stock, make sure that's set to enabled, and then calibrate, right? So we click on the calibrate menu, and then you have to do each gun because they're all different sizes, different heights, things like that. So let's set up the SMG as we're doing the MP40. I'm going to press calibrate. Now, as you can see, it's pointing at the ground, so that's no good. So it says install both controllers on your gun stock, so we'll do that. So we're there. And then use right thumbstick to align the angle, left thumbstick to adjust the offset. So I'm going to raise that with the right thumbstick. You see that's changing the angle. That's about where we were before now. And now if I use the left thumbstick, it raises the gun up. And look at that. That is much better now. So I'm going to put it where I'll probably aim it, about there. Raise it up a little bit. Tilt. Now what I was doing is saving it here. Now if you do this, you'll get a bug. And I think a lot of people are doing this and they're doing it wrong. They're saving it now because they're thinking, right, that's in front of my face. I'm aiming. That looks great. And if you save it, when you go to grab the gun at the front, when you grip it here and you put it back in the gun stock, it will look at your hand and think this hand's up here and this hand's down here. So it will tilt the gun down to the ground and it will look like a bug. But what this actually is, it's the left thumbstick. You have to bring it to the right. So if you push the left thumbstick right, it brings the gun in. And you have to make sure the stock of the gun in the game is about lined up to where my real arm is. So I can see my arm through the bottom of the headset. Probably the one good time I'd actually want to see out the headset and not have pitch blackness, but there you go. So that stock in game now is in my arm now. And now if I look, it's even better now actually. So make sure you do the left thumbstick left and right because that is like much easier to aim now. I could aim like this and I would be literally like, let's bring it a little bit in again. I wouldn't even have to aim like through one eye or anything now. I'd be aiming peripherally just through both eyes. And I know when I aim that front reticle, I'm going to be pretty much lined up because the back's not moving, right? So I can hit the bang, 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 and it'll be lining up. So once you've done that, press both triggers to finish calibration. Done. And then just press done at the bottom. Now that should be calibrated. Now, it didn't get it this time, which is good. But sometimes when you've calibrated your gun, you will not be able to pick anything up, okay? The game, that's a bug in the game at the moment. I'm sure they're going to fix it soon. But you can't pick anything up. Like, I wouldn't be able to do that. It just wouldn't, nothing would work. I'd just be going like that. And anything in the armor you can't pick up. You can still pull mags out, I've found, with the trigger, but for some reason the grip doesn't work. So if you get that, just go back to the Tabor market and then back in the menu again and come back to safe house. Takes about 5 seconds and then you'll be able to pick stuff up again. So let's have a look now. Push it in. Yeah, that's pretty good. Let me get that stock where I want it. Yeah, that's pretty good. And then I can be like, and I'm hitting everything I want to hit. So that's much better like that. And that is lined up. So remember, if you get the bug where you put the gun stock in and it's like that, that is because you didn't use the left and right on the left joystick to make it closer to you. To be honest, when I'm looking at this gun, I think the stock's not as long. So you might even have to do this a bit if you're changing guns a lot, which is a bit of a pain. But that could do with going back probably 3 inches when I'm looking at it in game, which is why here, it should be more like here, right? When I was looking at the MP5, it was much more like here. So I'd probably just bring that gun back a little bit and maybe tilt this up a little bit as well. But right now, this is usable, you know. Definitely usable like that. And that is how you do it. So I think a lot of people were not bringing the gun back, which was causing bugs. It was like this, going to the ground. And obviously there is that bug where you can't grip anything, but it's easily fixable. And that's set up. So you'd have to go through all of your guns again. You know, do your bolt actions, LMGs, rifles, shotguns, snipers, all of that. Or just do it for whatever gun you use. I don't use many of these at the moment because I'm only a beginner. Probably just rifle and SMG I've set up. And that is it, guys. Now, one thing people were saying is if it tilts too much and you really can't get it on, you can mess with this hand rotation offset. So what this does is tilt your hand. So if you move it, you see my hand just flicked up there. If I do it again, see it flicks up. Now this will obviously change the rotation of the hand, so you can mess about with that. I didn't really find it made much of a difference to when you actually hold the gun. But yeah, it seems like my hand was rotated. Because now it's not, right? It's back to normal again. So I don't even know if that setting's saved or not. Because sometimes my hands are facing the other way, and as soon as I pick up a gun, put it back, it resets again. But that's it, guys. Hopefully that will get you set up. Let me know in the comments if I'm missing anything or you want me to look at anything else for you. I'm going to be doing a lot of content going forward on this game. I think it's incredible. Probably the best VR game I've played. I only got it a couple of days ago, so I am a beginner. So I'm going to teach you everything I know from start to finish. And as I'm learning along the way, I will teach you how to do that stuff. And then hopefully you'll see me become a decent player as well at the same time. So yeah, let's get this gun stock test. Take it out in Meso Silo. I'll probably make a little video on it and let you know how it goes. But you see that's so much easier now. I don't have to like really aim too much down the sights. You know, before I was like one eye and trying to balance the gun like this, and it was very hard. So yeah, any questions, comments, let me know. Like and subscribe the video, please, guys. I'll be bringing a lot more content to you, and I'll see you on the next video.